This is something that you could be struggling with and you don't even know it. What am I talking about? Stay tuned. We're going to deep dive.
I'm Cristy Code Red, and you're listening to Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle, where we believe food holds the power to heal or poison, and we believe our society has been misled regarding proper nutrition and weight loss. You're in the right place if you're looking for some straight up truth, because I'm here to shed light on the lies and brainwashing that has taken place over the past 5 decades. Thanks so much for listening.
Welcome back to another episode of Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle. I'm your host, Cristy Code Red, author, entrepreneur, retired professional boxer. And okay, I mean, clearly you saw the title to this. Learn to take a compliment. What am I talking about? What's going on? Listen, I've been doing this. I've been in this industry since 1994, and that's 29 years at the time that I'm recording this in 2023. So strange to say that. I just turned 47. I've been doing this since high school, but I've been doing Code Red the way you know it for 11 years at the time of this recording. And what I've noticed in the many, many years and decades that I've been in this business is as people lose weight, and people in general, really, but as people lose weight, people have a hard time taking a compliment. They really do. Like, it's a serious problem. I mean, enough of a problem that I'm doing a podcast about it. And let's deep dive and let's figure out what I'm talking about. Is this you? Are you doing this? And spoiler alert, I was doing it too. And just recently. So for someone who has loads of confidence, and I did not even know I was doing, I can't believe I was doing this too. So I had a problem with this too. And I often catch myself doing the same thing. So let's talk about learning to take a compliment. Now, we live in a very litigious society, don't we? And it is getting more woke and more politically correct than ever before. I mean, it has gone off the deep end. We have gotten absolutely just crazy ridiculous with the amount of the sensitive snowflakes that we have in our society now. Oh my goodness. You can't say or do anything without offending someone. Even SNL, they do skits on this. Even Mad TV does skits on this. Every comedian talks about this. Everybody knows that the politically correct words that you're supposed to use and the crap people are shoving down our throats. You got to call someone this. You got to say this. You can't say this. People are trying to force us all to believe what they believe. They can do whatever the heck they want in their house, and we don't bother them. But if we don't believe exactly what they believe, we get punished, we get canceled, we get arrested, we get sued. So I can understand why people are so trepidatious and they're so careful to say things to anyone anymore, especially when it comes to paying someone a compliment. Technically, the law says, or the corporate rules, or I mean, I don't know, I say the law and I shouldn't have probably said the law, but I think there is a certain expected or unspoken, or maybe just it's in the handbook and in the HR handbook of most corporations. The only thing you really are allowed to say to somebody with regard to how they look is, you look sharp. And the only place you can technically touch somebody, I think, is right here on the forearm. But I don't even think you should be touching people, really. I'm a toucher. Like, I mean, I'll reach out and I will touch someone's shoulder. That's about all I'll do if I'm, if it's really, even then I'm very careful about, and don't even ask me, because I tell girls, listen, I tell girls all the time if they look good. I do. I'll say to somebody like I don't say you got a dump truck. Well, I've said it before. I've said before, you got a dump truck booty. Like, look at that dump truck booty. Don't do that. Like everything else in this podcast, I hope you follow, except for that. I just have a way of saying things that I don't get in trouble. I mean, people know you come to my events, you might get the Cristy pat down, but it's always because you asked me for the Cristy pat down. And I'll pat you down to see how much more weight you got to lose. Cause I gotta be able to to feel it, and I'm waiting for the day that someone sues me over that, but I always have things recorded and all right, this is going in the wrong direction. Let me swing back on track. So I say things, I compliment women when they have a great body. I do, because every dog needs a bone. And I say it in a way that like, you look like look at you're busting your butt. And it shows, and it's usually at the gym, sometimes it's standing in line at the Winco. If I just notice a really pretty girl, or I'll say, you are so pretty, or I really love your outfit today, or you are wearing that jumpsuit, girl. Like, I mean, I have a way of saying things that is not offensive, is genuine. You could tell that I'm not going anywhere with it. I'm super cool about it. And even dudes, I'm not really into saying things to dudes too much, but at the gym, people are a lot more relaxed, and they're a lot more, and I'm talking about Mecca Gym, my gym that I am a part of the team there, and they are just cool. I know a lot of people there, and they're just cool. They're cool people. And if somebody is jacked, if somebody is yoked, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it to a dude. Dude, you're looking so yoked, But so I can get away with it. But nowadays, you really can't say that kind of stuff to people. You got to be really, 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 really careful with regard to what you're saying to people, and especially in the workplace, especially in the corporate setting. Oh my Lord, what a bunch of whiny pansy crybabies we have now. I am so glad I don't have a traditional job. I am an entrepreneur. I work 24/7. My job doesn't end. People say I become an entrepreneur so that I don't have to work for someone else. Well, then I'm working 10 times harder for myself, which actually feels really good. And I've built this awesome empire, and I'm changing the world through real food, water, and sleep. So I'm super proud of what I've done, but I'm glad I don't work a traditional job in the workplace in a corporate setting where I have to, I'm at risk of just looking at someone wrong. And by the way, even the gym culture, like these girls need to relax in the gym, because now they're doing things where they're getting way oversensitive about dudes that just look in their direction. I'm telling you, as someone who goes to the gym, I do hours of cardio. Remember, your exercise is not a way to address your weight problem. I am going for different goals that involve bodybuilding. So my strategy and my protocol is much different than what we believe on Code Red. On Code Red, you can lose all the weight you want without shakes, pills, diet foods, or exercise. But when it comes to bodybuilding, you follow a different protocol, and that's what I'm doing. And so I spend hours doing cardio. And I always choose the stair climber, and it's super tall, and I can survey the gym, and I'm always watching people from the gym. But the girls in a lot of gyms are getting so overly sensitive, and they're like, yo, what are you looking at? And they get just like, oh, please. Like, oh my gosh. I mean, some guys are inappropriate, but anymore, I mean, the guys just look, I look at you more than the dudes are looking at you. So you need to just chill out. The girls need to chill out half the time. Like we don't have toxic masculinity baloney. This has just gotten so out of hand with the politically correct bull crap. Ain't nobody staring at you, Karen. Don't worry. And even if they are, we're trying to do it discreetly. I'm not doing it discreetly. I'm just staring. I mean, I do it discreetly, but then I'll go up to her and say, yo, you got a dump truck booty. How do you build that booty? Which is a compliment to a girl. So I would hate to be a part of the corporate world with everybody being such pansy little snowflakes anymore and getting their feelings hurt with every little thing. So you're not even allowed to say anything except for you look sharp. That's the phrase that is accepted in the corporate world. You look sharp. And you know what? Maybe that's even changed since I was told. I think that's what Miles told me that they did back in the day when he was a corporate, the CEO of a Fortune 500 company. I don't know. It's been a long time since he was one too. So where was I with it? Okay. So you'll find that people will not compliment as easily as before, but they still will compliment people. They'll still make comments about you. And if you are losing weight and it becomes noticeable, sooner or later, you're going to get somebody. You're going to get Aunt Sally. You're going to get your mailman. You're going to get your pastor's wife. You're going to get somebody at work. You're going to get a family member. You're going to get a partner. Someone's going to say something. And they're going to pay you, hopefully they're going to pay you a compliment, and not a backhanded compliment like, you got cancer or something? Why are you losing so much weight so quick? I mean, that's kind of funny if you say it like that. That's not funny, but you know what I'm saying? Like if they make a joke about it, like, what, you got a tapeworm or something, you snorting some Coke, like and like, that's not fun, but still there's a funny way to say it. But if they say just flat out, hey, listen, you're really looking good. You're losing weight, aren't you? 9 times out of 10, this is how people reply, my rebels. Oh, well, yeah, but I got 20 more to go. Oh, I've lost some weight, but I've got a lot more weight to lose. Oh, you know what? I'm only halfway through and I even messed up, so it's taking so long. Oh boy. Well, Cristy wanted me at goal weight by now, but I'm not there. 9 times out of 10, my rebel is not going to accept that compliment. They're going to negate it with another bullcrap comment. So here, your coworker, your friend, your church member, the other moms in your mom's group, another teacher, somebody else in the hospital break room, somebody on staff with you, somebody on your mail route, you said something, somebody in Winco, somebody has gone out of their way to pay you a compliment. And what do? You negate their compliment with putting yourself down. So they go out of their way. They muster up the courage to come and talk to you, to risk getting shot down. By the way, I'm a single gal, and there aren't a whole lot of dudes that'll even talk to a girl nowadays. Well, you wonder why. Because we're so mean to people when they talk, we're so critical of them. There's a guy at the gym who walked right up to me, and he came right up to me, goes, hi. He told me his name, and he came right up with his hand. He goes, I saw you at the hockey game the other night. I didn't know you go to this gym. I said, oh, I'm training with Eric. I said, I'm here on Tuesday, Thursday nights and Friday mornings. He was like, well, this is my name is blank. And I said, well, my name is Cristy. It's nice to meet you. He was so bold. You know how rare that is? It's so rare. So if somebody musters up the courage to come and compliment you, to stop what they're doing, to walk up to you, to stop and take a risk, to pay you a compliment, to say something nice out of the goodness of their heart, and you say something like, well, now I don't know. Well, geez. It's so long. I've only lost 20 pounds. Well, it's only 16 pounds. Well, geez, it's only 31 pounds. I mean, Cristy wants me to lose another 71. If you pull that bull crap, you know how hurtful that is to somebody? You know how rude that is to somebody who went out of their way to give you a nice compliment? They noticed your hard work. They noticed your glow, because what? Obesity is not the problem. Obesity is a result of a bigger problem. So when you heal your body, not only does the weight come off, the medications come down, the skin starts to glow, the hair and nails start to grow. You start to have more of a pep in your step. You're moving quicker around. You've got more agility. You're standing up and sitting down much quicker. You're looking people in the eye because you're not so ashamed. You just feel better. So you're moving quicker. You don't have the pain in your hands and your knees slowing you down. You just have brighter eyes, brighter skin, brighter teeth, a brighter smile. Everything is brighter. You've got a clearer head. So you're not reacting. You might be just a more positive person with a more positive outlook because you simply feel better. And this person noticed. They don't know what. Remember our former years ago, we had a coach named Cassie Adams, and she ended up losing 75 pounds in 4 months. And her husband, she did it behind her husband's back. She didn't tell, not behind his back in a mean way. She just didn't tell him that she was losing weight. You know how he noticed? Not because he noticed her weight loss. He noticed her confidence go up. He noticed a spring in her step. He noticed her smiling more, laughing more. That's usually what people notice. They notice something different about you. And they are curious. What is different about Karen? What is different about Joe? Why is Leilani acting different? And then they start to figure it out. They've got to know. because your whole life is changing. That's what happens when you lose weight, because it's not the weight loss. The entire life, everything gets better when you lose weight. Every aspect of your life levels up when you lose weight. And that's what that person is noticing. So they came over to you, they said something to you, and what did you do? Well, now, geez, blah, blah, blah. Well, shoot, Learn how to take a compliment. There are a million ways to say thank you. You can just say thank you. My favorite is, thank you, I feel good. Thank you, I feel good. And then usually they ask me, why do you feel so good? I said, I drink water, I eat real food, and I sleep. I am doing the proper human. You don't even have to say code red if you don't want to. They'll dig a little deeper if they want to know. Remember, people will ask you one of two questions. What are you doing? Or why are you doing that? What are you doing means they're ready to hear. Okay, so what are you doing now? You look amazing. You look terrific. You just have this pep in your step. What the heck are you doing? You got to tell me. Oh, I'm doing this thing called Code Red. It's based around real food, water, and sleep. What? Real food, water, and sleep? Yeah, I've lost 14 pounds just in 30 days on the 10-pound takedown. Are you serious? Yeah, it was only $27. $27 and you've lost 13 pounds already? That's incredible. Yeah, I just feel amazing. You can go to 10poundtakedown.com and check it out yourself. It's only $27 to join a 30-day challenge. They're going to say that, or they're going to say, all right, why are you doing this? That means they're putting up a wall and they don't want to hear. So somebody comes up to you and they say something. You could say, thank you. I feel good. You can say, I sure appreciate that. You can say, that was so kind of you. Yeah, I'm working on it. Thank you. It's getting easier all the time. There's a million ways you can say this. A million ways. You do not have to put that person down, because that's what you're doing when you're putting yourself down and you're putting that person down. You are negating their compliment. You're telling them, you are so stupid for coming up to me and saying this. You are ridiculous. How ridiculous of you. You must have lost your mind if you think I look any different. You must be the dumbest person on the earth for you to even think about saying something to me. Well, you just must be stark raving mad to come up to me and say something. That's what you're saying. Cristy, you're being dramatic. I'm telling you, that's how you're making them feel. With you coming back with a negative reply like that, that's what you're saying to them. That's what you're making them. That's what you're saying to them. Nothing short of that. That's exactly how it's going to go. That's exactly what the reason that's what they're feeling. Well, geez, such a long road ahead. Well, the 20 pounds you've lost, I'm really proud of you. Well, geez, tell that to my coach, because she's not proud of me. She wants me to lose another 30 by summer. Okay, well, I think you can do it. Maybe I can do it. I don't know. Like, come on, how negative you've got to be. Really? They don't need to hear that. They are inspired by you. You know what I always say? Even if they don't follow you, they're following you. You can see my following online. You can watch it. It fluctuates all the time. Instagram takes away followers. Instagram gives me followers. The algorithm is so effed up. I mean, it's just, they're going to show your post to some people and not show your post to other people. They choose who sees what. So you can't go by that. Believe me, though, I keep all my stuff on public. And even if they ain't following me, they following me. All right. My haters are watching. I've got this one coach that I fired years ago. And once she wrote out her legal non-compete contract, she started her own. First of all, she gained all of her weight back, and then she started her own Code Red bashing nutrition business. So nobody on there is losing weight, because you can't get away from real food, water, and sleep. And I see that she follows everything I do. The haters are following you. Believe me, your haters are on there talking bad about you behind your back, and they are watching what you're going to do next. Everybody's following. Everybody notices. So it doesn't matter what they're saying something, but you don't need to bring them down, make them feel stupid for mustering up the courage to come and talk to you with your bullcrap remark. Learn to take a compliment. Thank you. Even if it hurts, even if in your mind, you're like, gosh darn it. Why did I cheat? Cristy wanted me to lose that 1%. I got to turn in my weight now. Gosh darn it. Why did I cheat? It wasn't even worth it. Now I'm behind at least a week. That could be going through your mind. And on the outside, you're smiling. You say, thank you. You could say, thank you. I have dropped 42 pounds. I sure appreciate it. You don't have to tell them. You don't have to say anything you don't want. You can just say, thank you. But if you want to, you can say, hey, I've lost 42 pounds. I feel amazing. I've got another 40 to go. I'm on my way. I'm healing my body. I mean, my life it's remarkable. My eyesight is even improved. Can you believe that? My eyesight is improved. My blood sugars have gone down. My doctor's so happy about the fact that my A1C went from 6.1. Now it's down to 5.8. I am almost under that dangerous number of 5.7. We don't want your A1C to get above 5.7. Hey, I just wanted to ask you, man, you look good. Thank you. I've lost 6 inches around my waist. That is remarkable. Can you believe it? That is, I'm so proud of you. Keep going. You have no idea who you are inspiring. You have no idea how you could keep someone else going. You might not ever know it. You might not ever know the people that you're inspiring and the people that you are causing to want to, in the still, dark quiet of their house, in the deep, dark night when they are sitting alone with their cat, binge watching Game of Thrones, they're thinking about you. They're thinking about the fact that they saw you in the break room bring your own food instead of take part in the pizza and donuts that the boss brought in. I'm here. I sit here. I live at the top of the Grove Hotel, and I can look out across Boise. It's absolutely incredible. It's a dream come true. One of the most gorgeous condos I've ever been in, and I own it, and it's a dream come true for me. There's not a day that goes by that I don't wake up incredibly thankful for the life that I have and the things that I've earned. Earned, not deserve, have not been given to me. Earned. And I look across at the Zion Bank building and another building, the Clearwater building, a couple of different buildings. There's the U.S. Bank building. I'm looking at it across right now for those of you who are watching on YouTube. And I can see into the break room of a business. I don't know what business, but I can see directly into the break room. And I see what the bosses bring in for those employees at late night meetings. Sometimes the bosses have late night meetings, and I can see they're all gathered around the break room table and they're all eating pizza. Believe me, your coworker is noticing during that late night where it's 7:00 and everybody had to stay late and everybody's eating pizza except you. You're drinking your water and you're keeping your hands folded in front of you. Or you're sipping on some hot tea, or you're chewing gum. They notice. Wow, why is Sue not eating? Hey, Sue, you feeling okay? You want to eat pizza? You want to eat? No, I'm good. Thank you. You don't need to lecture them. You don't need to say anything about what you're doing. No, I'm on code red. You know that girl with the blue mohawk. You've seen her ads around. She'll kill me if you can say that if you want. You can always put it back on me. My coach will kill me if she finds out I'm eating this pizza. No, thank you. Have you seen her? She's an ex-pro fighter. Like, no way. I don't want to do that. You can say whatever the heck you want. You don't need to lecture these people. That's the last thing you want to do. Hey, you know what? I'm okay. Thank you. Oh boy. Don't say, I've caught myself saying this before. I think someone in the elevator, oh, I know what it is. The other owners in this building, they all do takeout. Hardly anybody cooks. And I see them all the time running out of the building and going next door to get some takeout from, we have all these great restaurants down here, downtown Boise. And they said, and I think one of them said, do you ever do takeout? And I was like, I'd get real fat if I did takeout. And they weren't fat. I wasn't saying that, but I'd be broke and I'd be fat if I did takeout. Are you kidding me? And I'd be broke. You know how expensive that is? No way am I going to do takeout. It's not good for you. What? No, broke, fat, sick. No way. And so Cristy, and as soon as I said it, no way, I'd be broken fat if I did that. Well, that just was so insulting to them. Why did I say that? Crap comes out of my mouth and I just go, what are you thinking? Shut up, Cristy. And I'm learning to shut up. I'm not there yet. I'm learning more and more. So you don't need to lecture people. You don't need to say what you're really thinking. Like, you don't need to say that. Just kidding. You know what? I'm good. Thank you. I'm good. I'm good. Thank you so much. I'm all right. I'm all right. You know, you can say whatever you want. Don't pull a Cristy and say, well, I don't want to be fat like you. I didn't say that, but you know, there are a million things you could say. I'm good to go. Thanks so much. You guys, please go ahead while it's hot. You know, please go ahead. And talk is going to, it's going to get around. Remember, preach at all times. If necessary, use words. But people might say anything while everybody else is eating. They might say, well, what's wrong with you, Sue? You're not going to have anything to eat? No, I'm good. Thank you. What, you're too good for pizza? Is this not your style of pizza? No. You know, and just do the old silent thing where you don't say anything. You just stare at them, you know, and they might make a couple of rude comments. That's about them, by the way. That's not about you. That's about them. That's their insecurity. Don't respond to that baloney. Preach at all times. If necessary, use words. Let your silence, let your resolve, let your discipline speak. Let your momentum. We talked about momentum on last week's podcast. Let that speak volumes. Don't say a word. Don't say a word. When you come in and you're in a smaller size and your skin is glowing and your nails are growing and you're feeling good and you're smiling more, believe me, they'll want to know what the heck you're doing. Everybody comes to Code Red eventually. They do. And everybody comes back to Code Red eventually because it's the proper human diet. So they'll ask when they're ready. They might make snide remarks, but if somebody pays you a compliment, you have got to learn to take a compliment. Don't take offense to their snide remarks. It's just their insecurity talking. And if they if they pay you a compliment, for the love of Pete, thank you. That's all you should be saying. I made this mistake really recently. Somebody paid me a compliment because I'm getting close to, at the time I'm recording this, I'm 10 days out of my show. And I'm getting lean. But there's this thing called in the bodybuilding called prep goggles. Prep, P-R-E-P, prep goggles. And it's when you're in prep and you're getting really, really, really lean, like I am, and I'm picking apart my body every day. And I don't see how lean I'm getting. I only see the trouble spots. I only see my flaws. And so these people all over are stopping me everywhere I go. Wow, Cristy, man, you are doing so great. You look so good. And you know what? I caught myself twice, you guys, twice. Not one, but 2 times saying, oh man, well, not as lean as I'm going to get. Oh man, I hope I don't lose. I mean, I made a couple of really mean, it was so rude to them. They went out of their way to compliment me and they were all proud of me and they were all smiles. Look at what you've done, Cristy. This is remarkable in such a short amount of time. Your hard work has paid off. Well, it's not over yet. Let's hope I make it. Like, shut up, Cristy. Thank you. I sure appreciate that. I like to put my hand on my chest and say, thank you. I know you can't see my hand, but I like to say thank you because that's what I mean. Like from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. I sure appreciate that. I appreciate it. Thank you. It's been quite a ride. It's been quite a ride. Let me tell you, hey, my life has changed drastically. All that's true. It has been quite a ride. My life has completely changed because of this transformation and this documentary that's coming out. Like, it's all true. It's all true. I mean, I can say a million things. And I like to use a person's name. I know a lot of people at the gym because I make a point to remember their names. And I could say, like, I have a little game. Okay, I'm going to sidebar here for a second. There's a girl. I know she doesn't listen to this. She's a bodybuilding pro. And she has got such a banging body. Oh, my gosh. And her name is Erna. And I remember her name because she, okay, I don't know if this is bad. I'm just going to tell you. I think of an urn. Oh, Lord Jesus. Should I be saying this or not? And I think she's shaped like an urn. I mean, guys, I remembered it. I remembered her name. There's another girl. Her name is Ariel. And she has got a very cartoonish body. And so I think of the Little Mermaid, Ariel. And that's how I remembered her name. Her name is Ariel. None of these guys remember my name, by the way. And every time they go, hey, girl, I say, Cristy Code Red, Cristy. And they go, yeah, And I'm like, yeah, you didn't know. It's etched on my bottle. It's right here written on my Code Red water bottle, Cristy. And usually I say that, like, I'll say Cristy. And if you forget, it's right here on my bottle. You know, that way, I don't know. I don't know, but I make a point to remember people's names. And if you can say their name when they come up to compliment you, hey, wow, your weight loss is really starting to show. You look amazing. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that, buddy. Thank you. Hey, Karen, thank you. It means a lot that you noticed. I mean, every old dog needs a bone. Thanks so much. Like, my goodness, there's a bunch of things. The last thing you need to be saying is anything negative about yourself and how much further you have to go. You could say, you can say something like that if you word it the right way. And this is just off the top of my head. Hey, Cristy, like, or maybe let me use a different name. Someone comes up to you, hey, Karen, your weight loss is really showing. Nice work. Thank you. I've dropped, 31 pounds. Yeah. And I think I've got, according to Cristy, 18 more pounds to go. So I'm excited, getting closer. It's getting closer. I'm just chopping away one day at a time. You can say that. Come on. You don't have to say it like me, but my goodness. You can't stop pulling that baloney where you negate their compliment with putting that compliment down, like acting like it ain't true. It is true. You have busted your butt. I don't care if it's 4 pounds. I don't care if it's 8 pounds. I don't care if it's 11 pounds. 4 pounds, you can notice 4-pound drop. Things button up a little bit better. They zip up a little bit better. I mean, you guys remember my mom's husband, Brian Street. He's on my documentary. You guys will see him in the documentary. And in the first week on Code Red, he dropped 8 pounds. I did side-by-side pictures of him in just the first week. And it was a remarkable difference, 8 pounds. You can't tell me that, like, you could see in the picture, you could see the skin was glowing, the eyes were brighter. You could see that his tummy had gone down, that his swelling had gone down, inflammation had gone down everywhere. Well, Cristy, that's just water weight. Wait a minute, it's not just water weight. Don't act like it ain't something. It's something. The water weight, yes, your body loses it. And with that comes all the inflammation that's coming off. And everything starts feeling better because now you're detoxed. It takes 4 to 7 days for the average person to detox. So on day 8, you're waking up, feeling a whole lot better. Everything gets brighter on that day 8 when you detox from the sugar and the processed chemical crap frankenfood. So it does matter, those first few pounds. And everything feels better, doesn't it? So why can't someone notice that? And you don't have to be 62 pounds down to be proud of yourself. Why can't you be proud of yourself at 4 pounds, 8 pounds, 11 pounds, 16 pounds down? I don't care that you have another 100 to lose. Why can't we be proud of ourselves at 16? Why can't we be proud of ourselves at 8 pounds? Because every other diet you've ever tried, you got this far and you quit. And you're not quitting here. I've got a VIP rebel named Corey Ross. She's been with me for years. She's known me for years. She's been on Code Red off and on for years. I hope she listens to this. I've known her for years. She's been at Code Red events for years, and she's been off and on the program. In January, she signed up for VIP Platinum. That's my VIP program, where you get 3 daily messages from me, where you get a weekly meeting with me, where you turn in your weight to me and I go over it with you directly. There's a whole bunch of things that you get with. You get a VIP breakfast with me. You get to be in Code Red ringside. You get access to all my promos, anything I'm holding for that month. You get access to all my workshops. You get access to everything I've got during that month that you're with me. It's $397 a month. And Corey's been with me since, well, this is her 4th month at the time I'm recording this. She has lost so much weight. First time in her life, she said, I've been compliant to a program. First time in my life. And you should see her. Talk about the momentum. The momentum is she is rocking and rolling and the weight is pouring off of her. And she said, first time in my life that I have ever stuck to anything and not given up. And it's because of you, Cristy. Well, it's because I'm not going to take credit for that, because I'm not at her house in Garden Valley smacking the food out of her mouth. She's got a great husband, Jason. She's got great kids that love her and support her. And we're all working. They're all working together as a family, but she's doing the hard work. I'm just a person in her ear telling her, Corey, do not stop. You are doing it. Don't slow down. All gas, no brake. Let's keep going with this. So Where was I going with that? I'm getting all excited. But this momentum, this is what's going. This is what's happening. And people are noticing, and you're noticing. And why can't we be proud of that? Why can't we just celebrate and be proud and say thank you? Be proud of ourselves and be proud when someone else notices and has the guts to say something, because they could easily get shot down. Like that SNL skit, like they just, it's politically correct as such bullcrap. So someone says, man, you look really great. You're just working so hard. What are you saying? Like, what are you saying? You saying I need to lose weight? What are you saying? I didn't look good before. I was ugly and fat. No, I wasn't saying that. What were you thinking? That I was sick before and I need to, oh my gosh. People are so ridiculous nowadays. I can see why nobody says anything. But so if somebody musters up the courage to come and tell you that they notice and they appreciate your hard work, believe you me, you say thank you and you don't say anything else. You do not backtalk by putting yourself down and acting like it ain't nothing what you're doing. Just because you haven't hit the goal weight yet that I put for you, just because you might be behind the 8 ball doesn't mean we can't celebrate what you have lost. And that's all these people are trying to do. They're trying to encourage you. So zip your lip on the negative talk. Just say thank you. Even if you're mad at yourself because you just ate a bear claw with your feet up on the toilet in a stall so nobody knew you were in there eating a bear claw. Oh, how do I know this? Because I did it myself a couple of times. Just even if you did that, even if you were just in the bathroom eating a bear claw because you were too ashamed to eat it in front of anybody else, still don't say, well, I just ate a bear claw. You still lost 16 pounds. So let's just say thank you and move on and quit eating those stupid bear claws. You know what I'm saying? Learn to take a compliment. Learn to take a compliment. Even if you don't feel it on the inside. Thank you. Smile and walk away. I sure appreciate it. Smile and walk away. That means a lot to me. Smile and walk away. Thank you for noticing. Smile and walk away. That's it. Stop negating people's compliments with your own putting yourself down. I know you're doing that. A lot of you guys are doing that because you're still insecure and you still think you have so far to go. And maybe you do, and that's okay. It's going to get there. But be thankful about the weight you've lost. Be grateful someone said something to you. Thank them. Be proud of yourself in that moment, and then keep your head down and keep grinding. I believe in you. You need to get your words right, and you need to stop replying to people that way. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle. Learn to take a compliment, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys. Hey, I'm Cristy Code Red, and thank you for listening to Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle. If you want to stay connected to other rebels like you, join us in our private network. Our Code Red app is a one-stop shop, free from ads, algorithms, and censorship, and a place where you can see, listen, and watch everything Code Red. You'll be encouraged, motivated, and fired up to stay on track with your healthy lifestyle. Get recipe ideas, tips, tricks, and help from coaches, mentors, and other rebels. You can also purchase products, programs, and coaching all right there in one place. And if you have any trouble navigating the app, we're right there to help you. Go to coderedlifestyle.com/APP to join for free. And I'll see you on the next episode of Rebel Weight Loss and Lifestyle.